You've evolved, but you're not aware of your evolution. And this is what you might be finding at the moment. You might be finding that you are having difficulties adding value, you might be dissatisfied with something, and that's the problem. The thoughts that are keeping you small. Hi, my name's Noya and I'm here to help you feel inspired every day. You're watching this video because you want to have an inspired life, and I'm here to try and help you do that. So today we're going to talk about how I came to be in this situation and become a coach. It was a really difficult situation. I suffered with depression. If you go back to episode 1, journey 1, how I found it so difficult. I didn't feel like I was adding any value at all. That was the absolute issue. And I needed to find something that worked for me, something that really was going to help me. So what happened was I just didn't feel like I was doing what I needed to do. The problem was I was just going through my life. And this is what you might be finding at the moment. You might be finding that you are having difficulties adding value. You might be dissatisfied with something, and that's the problem. We're just not honest around it. And this is what happened to me. I was not happy about where I wasn't happy with what I'm doing, and this is what can happen for you. I needed to understand what the problem is. So when you're going forward, you need to understand what the problem is. What's the thing that's making you become sad, become not you? You've evolved, but you're not aware of your evolution. This is one of the main problems. You're just going through life on automatic pilot. And when you get these feelings, well, for me, when I got these feelings was that it was very difficult. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't have a purpose. I didn't feel I had a purpose. Yeah, I've got a family, but I needed something for me. I needed to think I was adding value. And at that moment in time, I didn't feel like I was adding value. I felt I was just doing the same thing, the same job every single day. And I needed to find my purpose. I needed to find out what was happening, and I needed to do it certainly. So the most important thing is to absolutely define what the thing that's causing you the problem. So for me, I knew I was feeling sad. I broke down at work. I had to go and see the doctor. The doctor actually defined the problem. He said you're suffering with depression. Once I knew what that was, once I knew where I was and what was happening, I could then start to deal with the problem because we defined it. He said, it's what happened, because I didn't know where I was. I didn't even know I was suffering with depression. I didn't even think about that I was suffering with depression. So I need to identify the problem, and then that's where it all started. So from that point on, I started to look, started to take action. So action was around finding more about myself. What is it about me that makes me me? Developing my self-awareness. And so I had to look at books. And one of the first books I read was Susan Jeffers' Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. And that's where my journey started. And that's what I want for you. So define the problem, then start to take action. Start to look at things you can start to do things that will develop you. So go read books, go watch videos, change your environments. Over the last year, we've developed the podcast. You'll see that now. If you see in the description below, you'll find it. So if you don't do this, if you don't get self-awareness, if you don't self-develop, if you don't do the things that fill you up, then that's when you're not going to be living your best life. You're going to feel down. You're going to feel, I'm just doing the same old things every day. And that's those first few steps are so important. So define the problem, then take action to start resolving it. And number 3, you just keep going. You just keep going. You just keep going with those actions. You keep reviewing. You keep pushing forward. Even though it's going to be tough, it's going to be hard, the things going to be put in your way. But you need to be strong. You need to be able to say, hey, I want this to work. I want this to be something that's going to help me get through this. And that's what I want for you, is I want you to do this. This is like a one-to-one coaching session, a one-to-one that we're having. Because when you develop yourself, when you truly know what you're here to do, and so I would encourage you to find out what the problems are, tackle them head on. What are you saying to yourself in here? What are the things you're saying to you? Because the thoughts that you have, the thoughts that you're thinking are what make you. You can challenge them, absolutely challenge them. Get an environment, look at the books, look at videos that inspire you, that make you feel that you can do these things, and then go out and do it. So I hope you really like this video. It's just introduction as to what we've got to do, what I want you to do, what I want you to feel energized. I want you to feel that you have this life you have. We only get one life and I want you to live it. So this is where you come in. You've now got to do the work. So let's get to work. Let's just not watch a video. Let's take some action. And that's really what I want for you. So if you really love this video, then please click subscribe, hit the bell and you'll get a notification. You might like this video over here if it's to do with compassion. This is Inspiration Nation and I'll catch you guys later. You might like this video over here. You might like this video over here.